Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and we're starting to institute a couple of extra policies here. Now, the main reason why I'm doing this is just purely because I'd like our vassals to be slightly more capable of calling for armies when they want to call for them. I have attempted, obviously, as you know, to institute as many policies that will provide us with decent amounts of influence gain passively. And, well, I don't know whether they've actually done very well for us, but we are going to be enacting this one. And I also did actually get an additional policy in the form of... I'm going to show you in just a second, but I am going to get bailiffs, I think. Yes, we are going to get bailiffs. There we go. Town security increase and all that stuff. And yeah, tax from towns reduced by 5%, but I don't really care about that too much. Anyway, I got hunting rights. There you go, hunting rights. Yes. Food production in towns and castles increased by 2. Town loyalty decreased by 0.2. Generally, you will never, ever see me take a policy that reduces town loyalty. I am just one of those people that very, very much loves having high loyalty in every single town, just because it provides us with so many different benefits, as well as obviously reducing the chances of rebellion. Obviously, rebellion is pretty unlikely to happen, even at, you know, lower levels of loyalty, but I just want to make sure we're not going to have any kind of issue. Anyway, we're going to be attacking NORVOS here. Yes, NORVOS. This is a faction that I don't think we've ever attacked in the past. And I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Why not? You know, why not? So we're going to go here into this town. I'm very much hoping that our vassals will come and join us. Bear in mind, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put us on offensive, right? I am literally going to put us on offensive. Someone actually said that I should maybe put Locke himself on offensive. I don't think I can actually influence their specific behavior, shall we say. Because if you see here, if I go to, well, I basically can't go to anyone here because he's technically not part of my... He's not part of my clan anymore, and I don't have any parties available here apart from my caravan, of course, and that's not particularly going to be that helpful, unfortunately. But, you know, hopefully the war strategy being on offensive will actually make a difference, because I've actually found that this doesn't really do much, unfortunately. I don't know why, but yeah, whenever I've attempted to use it in the past, they don't really, I don't know, they don't seem to really be super, you know, effective or what have you, but maybe they will actually be really, really good this time. Who knows? Anyway, we are going to be building, yes, we're going to be building a bunch of trebuchets, trying to get some engineering skill in the meantime, and indeed, let's see what this guy decides to do. Funnily enough, he only has, oh no, he's still calling for people, and there's another army over there as well. Okay, fantastic. We've got 2 very independent armies. I'm very intrigued to see what they get up to. Alright, so here we go. We're going to be attacked by this guy. I don't even know who this is. I've never really fought against NORVOS ever. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, this is going to be kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. I have equipped my dragon, by the way. I have equipped my dragon. Just purely because I had a feeling, yeah, we're probably going to be attacked by someone. And indeed, lo and behold, here they are. Now, don't worry, I am going to be using a chariot. Like I said in the previous episode, I do have a chariot in our inventory, and I will be using one as soon as I can. Obviously, at the moment, I don't really want to use something I'm unaware of. I don't really know, you know, how it's going to respond in an actual battle. I'd like to try to prevent any course of concern, or should we say cause of concern, and indeed using something new, that's probably going to be a little bit problematic, you know, a little bit, just a small amount. So I'm going to be a bit careful here, and we're just going to err on the side of caution, and then we're hopefully going to have some good results in the... Oh my, okay, they have so many cavalry. What is this? What is this? What are these? What is this? Are they joking? What? How do they have so many cavalry? What? Okay. No wonder they've been absolutely murdering everyone, I guess, right? I mean, have they? I mean, they did kill Cohor, as far as I'm aware, and I'm not entirely sure what else they killed, but I am absolutely shocked. I may not be speechless, but I am very, very shocked by this course of events. This is utterly bonkers. This is absolutely bonkers. I don't understand it. This is crazy. Okay, well, whatever the case, I'm gonna do a little bit of firing. Yes, you're fired. There we go. They're roasted. They are getting flamed. They're getting flamed to the highest heavens, hopefully. And yeah, I'm hopeful that my archers will actually do something here. I'm a little bit worried, actually, that we were going to lose this. I mean, literally, the amount of... These are their noble troops, by the way. These are their noble troops. I know that for a fact, because I looked at NORVOS, obviously, before I decided to come in here, before I decided to attack them. And I thought, they'll have, you know, a normal amount. They'll have a normal amount of cavalry, you know. I thought, yes, a normal amount. That will be, you know, I don't know, 50, 30, 40 per army or something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that. And then, well, you know, imagine my surprise when we go into a battle and there's literally, well, how many? How many do you think there were? It seems to me like there were hundreds. I don't know. Yeah, it's actually quite staggering. Wow. I'm very surprised. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, my force... Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to get out of here. My dragon, go! Run! Yeah, we would have definitely lost this, by the way, if I did not have my dragon. Absolutely 100%. And this is the point. These are the situations when you definitely want to use your dragon, or something that is going to provide you with a little bit of an extra boost. Because without this, I'm afraid to say it, but that would have been a game over. No matter whether, funnily enough, I'm actually surprised to say that, to be honest, because we've got some really, really good units. I have exceptionally high tier units almost across the board. There are a handful of them that are obviously a little bit lower tier, but for the most part, we're actually, you know, doing pretty well in regards to our quality in the composition of our army. But for some reason, this is utterly crazy. This is just insane. Just absolutely insane. And yeah, well, we've only, I say only, but we've only eliminated 300 of them so far, which is actually very surprising as well. Usually in these kinds of situations, when we have done so much damage, or apparently so much damage with our dragon, I would be, you know, basically facing down a defeat right now. I'd be, you know, looking down at the opponent being like, oh yeah, well, you're dead now. And no, we're not actually doing that. We still have 300 opponents to go, and that's very weird. It feels weird, you know? Anyway, we're just going to tell our archers to charge here, and tell these guys to charge as well. I'm going to put on auto-delegate, see how that goes. And we're just going to do a little bit of this. There we go. Kind of need to, because otherwise, you know, we're going to have some problems, you know, we're going to have some pretty big issues. Just going to go straight on through these guys, just weaken them up a little bit, and then my forces will be able to handle them. I'm actually very surprised we have sustained so many casualties. Obviously, it would have been a huge amount worse if we did not have the dragon, but the thing is, just think about it. Look at how many we've lost. We've literally lost 24 to the Grim Reaper. And, I mean, that by itself... I mean, yeah, sure, okay, 24 is not that much. You know, just, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that is not that much at all. And it's definitely not something that, you know, I should be like, oh no, we lost 24, oh, this is the end of the world. No, no, obviously it's not the end of the world. However, 24, when we have been absolutely dominating a lot of the other vassals that we've been fighting, you know, we've been completely fine. We have been utterly destroying every single person that we came up against. But these guys, they're a different type, to be honest. They're a different type. Gonna have to be a little bit careful about my dragon here. Don't want him to die again. Let's just be a little bit careful. I'm just gonna wait until my forces go a little bit closer here. They need them to be a bit of a distraction. I was actually kind of hoping I'd be able to go in there and use my fire breath. No. It seems like we're gonna have some issues. Oh no! Are you serious? Oh, it's like a magnet. The dragon is like a magnet for arrows for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just a huge hitbox. That's the point. Massive, massive hitbox. Alright, so yeah, we're actually going to get off the dragon now. Otherwise, he's going to die. And we really do not want that if I can help it. So we're just going to run there ourselves. We will no doubt be completely fine now. Yes, that is indeed a victory for us. And, oh, I actually made it here in time? I'm surprised. I was thinking to myself that we were nowhere near going to have the opportunity to do any little bit of damage. But apparently I am. That's kind of nice. Alright. Very unusual. Usually when we're that far away, it's basically just like, well, you know, good job, guys. Good job, you know. We don't really get the opportunity to join the battle. But there you go. That's very nice. Okay, so look at that. 170 renown, 176 influence. That is extremely, extremely nice. Unfortunately, yeah, as I say, 27 deaths. As I say, not a huge amount, but as I say, because we have just been completely destroying everyone, it is extremely, very much surprising to see that. So now the question is, shall we take them prisoner? That's the question. Do we want to take them prisoner or not? I think we will take them prisoner, actually. Stop. We're at the beginning of our... We're at the beginning of our conquest, shall we say. Look at this! They had 146 or more of them. Are you joking? Wow. Ah, that is... What? I don't even... What? They have that much... I don't even understand it. I don't even understand it. They have so many of these guys. I'm just going to show you them, by the way, because obviously I haven't seen them yet. But yeah, these fellows are crazy. I don't even know if they're any good, by the way. I haven't looked at their gear or anything like that. I just looked at their stats. And they have this polearm, which is kind of like a slashing polearm by the looks of things. And it seems pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah, seems very cool. And yeah, they got some pretty good armor too. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, we're going to be taking those. Obviously, I'm not going to take anything else, because I don't have the ability to offload them or anything like that. And there is the polearm. So, yeah, it's actually really, really good. Look at that, 148 cutting damage. In my opinion, probably one of the best... I don't know, maybe one of the best cutting polearms I've seen in recent times, and it looks cool too. It's definitely one of those stylish weapons that we very much appreciate. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Oh yeah, by the way, someone said that I should get a new helmet, and that there is actually a crown available somewhere, and yeah, no worries. I'll try and see if I can get myself a new helmet that actually looks cool. I'm not going to use this one because it doesn't particularly look cool, does it? Oh, actually, it's kind of gold. Alright, sure, why not? Looks a little bit, maybe a little bit silly to a certain degree, but yes, I think it will be okay, you know? I think it'll be okay. So yes, what I'm actually attempting to do right now is get 300,000 in cash. And then once we have 300,000 in cash, I'm going to try to get Aegon Targaryen to join us. Or we could also get Illyrio. We might be able to get Illyrio as well, and generally I think both of them would be wonderful additions to our faction. So, kind of hopeful, I guess? Kind of hopeful for something like that. And now we do have a Patrizia coming over here, and she is going to be extremely useful for us, hopefully. Yeah, and she's with the Locke. Apparently, her and Locke are working together almost all the time. Very nice to see that, actually. And now that they're here, our constructions are much quicker. So there must be a very nice engineer in their party. That's wonderful. And look at this, a peace agreement. A peace agreement already. They want to give up instantaneously almost. Alright, so you know what I'm actually going to do? I realized to myself, literally 1 second after, you know, cutting away. I mean, it has been more than a second, of course. It's been a couple of minutes actually since the previous time you saw us. But here's the thing: look at what we're going to do here. I am actually going to leave this army, our allied army, to deal with the siege themselves. I have a feeling that they will be able to win this very easily in comparison to me being in the siege. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to NORVOS and I'm going to get an advanced stage of attack here. And that is hopefully going to allow us to have a quick succession of conquers in a row. Obviously, I'm thinking about the, shall we say, the deeper strategy here rather than the minute little choices here and there that we make. But I think this could actually make a really big difference to our overall efficiency, because just look at what we can do here. I can now besiege this. Hopefully, yeah, 11 days worth of food. Hopefully they are going to be successful. I think they will be successful. Maybe. Oh no, Vikon! Vikon was captured! I can't believe it! He's been active for this entire time. Oh, he did escape from captivity very quickly. But yeah. Wow, okay, everything's happening in this one. First of all, the NORVOS have an insane amount of, wonderful cavalry to murder us with. And then Vikon gets defeated. That has never happened in this, in the entire series so far. And he's been a caravan master for almost the entire time. Very surprising, but yes. Oh well. Never mind, can't really do much about that. But yeah, anyway, those guys are probably going to be able to take that. We also have Trago. I believe he is going to go and try and take Nysar, which would be Nysar. Get it? Yep. Anyway, the point is, we will hopefully have the siege towers up and running soon. 8 days, 7 days worth of food remaining here. That shouldn't be too bad. The funny thing is, the garrison here is not that special. I mean, you can see here they do have a couple of grand bearded priests, but only 3 of them. And as you can see, look at that. There you go. They took it. They took it really nice and simply. And I feel like the fact that we destroyed the walls, because I did actually destroy the walls, that made a huge difference to their overall ability to take it. Obviously, I don't know whether that is taking into account... I don't know whether that's taken into account when it comes to auto-resolves or anything like that, but I'm assuming it is, right? I mean, come on, walls being destroyed must be a modifier of some kind. And there it is, look at that. Nysar was taken now as well, which is absolutely hilarious. These guys, Trago, managed to take that very easily. This is also one of the reasons why I thought to myself, you know what, we're going to focus on the towns. The towns are going to be the biggest point of contention here. I'm going to actually give this to Trago himself, because let's face it, he did the entire job. You know, he's basically the one that's, leading the charge there at Nysar, so it only stands to reason that he would be the one rewarded for it. Same thing with Locke, of course, because Locke was the main driving force behind our army being successful there. Anyway, let's get some more siege engines out there. Oh dear, really? What? That is so funny. Trebuchet, basically a trebuchet being out there for any length of time by itself, it's instantly dead. For some reason. Okay, so, yeah, they want to make peace. They want to make peace with us. Unfortunately for them, we're not going to do that. And we've also captured this fief as well. I actually have no idea who took it. So I'm just going to give it to Traego once again. Why not? You know, he's obviously doing a great job, as he is indeed leading an army at the moment and making good decisions. All right, so talking about decisions, let's see how many people... Wow, yeah, loads and loads and loads of people want to make peace with these guys. We have too many enemies. Once again, we don't. We're at peace against NORVOS. I mean, peace. We're at war against NORVOS, yes. We're at war against NORVOS only. And, yeah, we're probably going to be making our way in to this in just a moment. The garrison is almost fully starved out. And I actually wonder where some of my other fellows are. There we go. Alright, so that is looking pretty nice. Let's see if we can convert a couple of people. There we go. Yes, we can. And let's do it. Alright, I'm excited. This is basically NORVOS, right? This is literally the whole epicenter of their faction, because this is NORVOS itself. Let's do it. Alright, so obviously me being on a dragon, probably not going to be that useful. Sieges, you know, don't really work too well. Gonna switch to my thrown weapons. I do actually very much enjoy using them. Let's see if I can... Oh no, never mind. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright, that was a little bit worrying there. Almost managed to kill myself instantaneously upon entering the battle. That is great. Oh wow, these bearded priests are not that good in melee, as you can quite clearly tell. That fellow literally just came up to me and, well, I thought to myself, wow, this guy looks cool. And then he just died. So... yeah, maybe all they're going to do is a little bit of, you know, aura farming or something. I don't know. Maybe that's exactly what they're going to do. Because they do look cool. You know, they got those really, really nice looking cloaks. And, you know, as we know, cloaks always increase the overall look of someone quite dramatically. Especially when you have a, you know, full set of very, very shiny armor on. That obviously makes a big difference. Hello there, sir. I mean, hello there, ma'am. And, yeah, well, we're going to see if we can actually do something here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, this is what we like. This is what we like. Yes. Okay, now, these are the kinds of moments I enjoy, because we do have a relatively decent shot at staying alive, but we also have a decent shot of dying. And I very much like that. Obviously, if the AI would actually respond to our intrusion here, we'd probably be dead in a matter of moments. Because these guys basically just letting us do whatever right now, that's obviously not very good for them. Not very good for their health. But it is great for my two-handed skill. That's all I can say. I could obviously just get out my my shield and start using it one-handed. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Hey? Let's do that. I think that sounds pretty fun. Because we do need some one-handed skill. We don't have the final... oh, hello. Oh. Okay, I didn't even realize that was one of their spawn locations. That's great. Wow. Okay, that was actually super funny. So basically, they can spawn from over here? Apparently they can. I did not know that. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Jamie's getting a bunch of kills, by the way. Woon's getting a bunch of kills. Zaro's getting a bunch of kills. How is he getting a bunch of kills? He's got basically no combat stats whatsoever. That is very strange. Anyway, there you go. That is some lovely, lovely renown and influence for us right there, and an extremely simple siege. Of course, obviously, it always is going to be simple when you know, starve out the garrison and destroy the walls and all that wonderful stuff. And now, I'm going to say it. I'm not that impressed with the Norvoshi Grand Bearded Priests. Despite one of them killing me there, yeah, they don't seem that good. Is it just me? I don't know. I'm not sure whether it is actually me just imagining that, or whether it's just their armor or something like that. I don't know, because their stats are pretty solid, you know? Their stats are very, very solid, so I'm not entirely sure what would be the problem, but maybe there isn't one, you see. Maybe there isn't a problem, you see. So maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay. Anyway, let's go and see if we can do a little bit of something here. We're obviously going to get rid of a huge number of Norvoshi troops. There we go. All right, that's looking nice. 11,000. We got a little bit of extra roguery skill there. We can also sell, of course. How many? Oh, wow, they've got a lot of cash. Yeah, they got a lot of cash. This is great. So let's sell all of this. Sell all these. Oh, yeah, okay, that's not really going to work. Do we have anything here that I can actually buy that's going to be slightly better? We do have a bearded priest helmet. How does it look? It's got a mohawk type deal going on. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Why not? Golden mohawk. Let's do it. That sounds fun. Alright, so yeah, apart from that, we now have Norvos and the nearby town of Menetrigos. And we obviously will then be moving on to one of the... Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Someone declared war? No, that was me. And then... They own these? I'm actually so surprised. I did not know that they had actually taken this. Oh, okay. I knew they had taken Cohor, but I didn't know that they had taken Draconis. That is... Wow, okay. Very impressive. Alright. Hello, sir. Do you want to fight me? No, I don't think you do. Are you going to... Yes, he is going to besiege that. So I'm actually going to go over there immediately and see what I can do about it. Let's see what we can do here. You know what? I'm actually going to be giving it to myself right now. And then I'm going to gift it to someone else. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Because if I have it, and then gift it, 4,100 prosperity, pretty good. Oh, what? Look at Locke! He's got 3,700 influence. I mean, I guess I have 2,000, so it kind of makes sense to a certain degree. He was our first vassal as well, but yeah, this is absolutely insane. How does he even have that much? Okay, so we'll give it to these guys. There you go. And are these fellows actually gonna... Oh yeah, they're much faster than we are, aren't they? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave them to do whatever they want to do. Hopefully, Apatritza will go over there and see what she can do, maybe about stopping... maybe stopping them? I'm just gonna let whatever happens, and we're just gonna actually go on. We're just gonna go on to Cohor. I mean, how can I say no? You know, how can I say no to it? Alright, so I'm actually using a similar strategy here at Cohor because our wonderful army of Apatritza, she came along and actually allowed us to leave. And I basically starved out the entire garrison. I destroyed the walls. She's going to have the easiest time taking that. And I am going to move on to Draconis here and actually absolutely try to do the same thing here. Now, obviously, Norvos has been taken. Just bear that in mind. We don't really have anything to worry about in regards to that, though, because we do have another army relatively close by, and I'm kind of hoping that they will go over there and maybe retake it, as you can see. Oh, no, this guy is just coming over to try and help out at Cohort. I don't think we need it. Nope, as you can see, she was able to take that very nicely. Just purely because of the groundwork that we have laid. In my opinion, this is actually a new strategy that I haven't really used before. Most of the time, when I have done this kind of thing in the past... Wait, who's that? That's Daenerys? She's actually still running around? I had no idea she was still available. Okay, that's actually very cool. I am going to try to get her. I'm going to try to get her in our faction. She has a dragon, so why not? You know, that's going to be really, really fun. Now, I am going to create a new vassal. I'm going to create a new vassal. Vikon is going to be our new vassal. And, yeah, I actually don't even know where he is. Oh, yes. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I don't think I can actually call him at the moment. Ah, now look at what we have here. Yes, indeed, Trago is making his way to NORVOS to besiege it. I think Apatrita is also doing the same thing. Yes, indeed they are. This is wonderful. So, in other words, offensive setting really making a big difference. Unfortunately for this guy, I am going to continually be making no peace. There is no reason for us to do that. We have basically, well, almost completely destroyed the Novoshi already. I think that first initial assault that we had, or shall we say, not really assault, but the first initial battle that we had where we, you know, took our jaw off the floor from seeing so many cavalry charging at us, yes. From that point onward, that seemed to be basically the beginning of the end for them, you know? It always seems to be that sometimes whenever, you know, you come across a faction and they very vigorously try to murder you, well, and then they fail, well, then it kind of doesn't work out very well for them, does it? No, not very well at all. However, if I am going to go in here, I am going to be facing quite a few, yeah, Grand Bearded Priests. We do have a couple of mercenaries there from the Brotherhood Without Banners. And we also have, well, obviously the militia, but yeah, the garrison is going to be starved out sometime soon. Are we taking NORVOS? Are they taking it? Yeah, no, they are taking it. They're taking it right now. Look, as you can see, they're taking big amounts of losses, but that should be fine. And there it is, NORVOS has been taken, and once again I'm actually going to take ownership of it. Yes, I'm taking ownership of NORVOS, I'm taking ownership of Cohort, and there's a very good reason for that. Once I exit the siege, I am going to be making Vikon into a vassal. I do unfortunately have to, do this outside of the siege because I can't do it in the siege. So yeah, anyway, let's see if we can maybe do something here. There we go, level up some of those, convert some more people, and I believe we're actually ready. Yes, we are. So after this next catapult is destroyed, there it goes. Let's make our way in. What do we have here? This is a very interesting siege. All right, let's see. Where are the walls that we destroyed? Ah, okay, we've already got some people actually going over here. Let me see. Can I actually even get inside? Yeah, it is going to be pretty easy. Wow, okay. Extremely easy for me to get inside for some reason. And I'm going to try to kill the archers if I can. Now, they're going to prove themselves to be somewhat irritating. Wow, these guys actually have significant amounts of HP. They have 110. Yeah, the archers have 110 HP, which is staggeringly good, actually, for archers. well, that's a game over, isn't it? Yeah, we just got completely and utterly surrounded right there. But that's okay. That's all right. We're done. We are 100% done here. As you can see, look at the amount of damage our forces are doing. And indeed, look at this. Wow. Absolutely crazy. It's absolutely staggering. Oh, wait a minute. It's our archers. Our archers are the thing that are getting the most kills here. I'm quite surprised at that. I would have expected my Lysenian forces to actually be remarkably much better, because they are indeed obviously two-handed users. They have the ability to crush through shields really, really easily. I mean, I don't think they can actually crush through blocks, but I'm talking about destroying shields. So, yeah, I was kind of expecting them to be really, really good. Anyway, I'm actually going to let her go. I'm going to let a couple of people go right now. I don't really see the point in taking the prisoner, basically, at this point, because we have such a significant advantage at this point in time. Now, let's just see here. I think, actually, this might be better. This might be better than what we were wearing before. Yeah, I think it is, actually. Yep, it definitely is. From a raw value perspective, it's definitely much better. Ooh, we also got some better braces as well. I like that. Thanks very much. Okay, let's take all of the loot. Move on, show mercy, all that wonderful stuff. You know, slap a little bit of cash in there, and we should be good. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's go into the trade. I'm pretty sure, yep, they do. They have some nice little bits of cash here. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think I can do a pure sell here. So we'll just have to leave it. We got a nice autosave coming in too. Alright, so let's actually just take a quick look and see exactly what's happening. Because I actually don't know what NORVOS, get it? Yeah, so I actually don't know what they have remaining. It looks as though they have one thing. Really? They have one castle? They started with 4 towns and 5 castles, as far as I'm aware. They had Nysar, Ulentor, this one, Sambandos, and then they also have Arnoy, of course. And we have taken all of them in a matter of weeks, in-game weeks, I think. So that's pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. Let's go and actually see if we can get rid of a couple of people here. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. And there it is. Ooh, that is actually extremely nice. 20,000? That's kind of crazy. Alright, so technically I could ransom all these prisoners for 42,000, which I actually think I might do. Just purely because 42,000 puts me over the threshold to be able to recruit Daenerys. And for me personally, I think that would be amazing. So I think that's actually what we're going to do. However, obviously I can't ransom all of them because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get rid of all of my actually proper people. Oh, well, are you serious? They only give me 4,600 for all of these vassals. Okay. Apparently, most of this cash is tied up in the other people that we have in our party here. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna wait here then, I guess. We'll just wait here for a little bit of time, and the owner of Draconis will be me. And we're gonna give all of these to Vicon. Okay, we're gonna be giving all of these to Vicon, and he's obviously gonna be doing a great job. Alright, so before we make him into anything specific, I'm going to give him a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, we need to make sure that he has some armor, weapons, and so on and so forth. I actually don't have any weapons because I sold them all, so we're going to actually have to... the irony. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to actually purchase a couple of things here. So let's see, what can he actually use? I don't really want to spend a huge amount of cash. I could get him a really, really nice axe, for example. You know what? I'm going to get him a two-handed axe. Should I get him a two-handed axe? Should I get him one of these? I actually have no idea. You know what? Let's give him this. This seems fun. That seems fun. Yeah, why not? Why not? And then he can use just some kind of, you know, some kind of shield here. I guess that seems relatively decent. And the question is, do we want him to have a horse? I don't think we want him to have a horse, right? No, I don't think so. Okay, that should be completely fine then. Okay, so let's speak to him, and he will then become our very next vassal, and that is going to be fantastic. So yeah, he's going to get cohort, I guess. There we go, and wonderful. And his name's going to be Pickon. Yep. Can you tell that I'm really good at naming? Yes, I'm exceptional. Okay, there we go. That is it. Now, what's really cool about this is we can now give him the others as well. So yeah, we're going to be giving him Draconis and NORVOS itself. I want him to have the best possible start that he can. So he's got 3 towns. Literally has 3 towns. He's got one here, one here, one here, and then NORVOS, obviously. It's all in a line. He's going to do absolutely fantastically, or at least he should. Now, there's only 1 remaining fief for us, and annoyingly enough, Daenerys is still out of our reach. But I have a lot of loot at the moment. I might be able to make something work. Obviously, I have loads of really, really good horses, which I could potentially sell for a massive amount too. So we are probably going to be making our way over to probably Volantis. I think Volantis probably has like I mean, there's four towns in quick succession there, so I should be able to very easily make up some cash there, and then we can send a raven or something like that to Daenerys to try to convince her. We'll try to do that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.